here on the right, and it's going to be Karen Avak, capital K and capital V. Alright, gentlemen, ladies, whatever else, what lies betwixt. Just gonna move aside here so we get the full arena in view so it doesn't mess up anything. There we go. And there we go. We are going to see both of our players here going for their respective physics. The glintstone scraps. Glintstone scraps might actually be really useful now that I think about it. Got hit by... Oh no, he didn't go for a fully charged one either. Legion, of course, is going to be on the halberd. The Kara is going to be on the machete. Legion rightfully recognizing that the machete doesn't have hyper armor on its R2, so it can be interrupted, which is actually pretty cool. Both players have taken an awful lot of damage, but they're both relatively even. You know, there's a little bit of health here or there. Not anymore though. Legion's taking a fairly commanding lead. Bro, they've both got the archery. Holy moly! What a god! What a god! He actually lands it in a tournament. What a legend! What is this, Dasman's tourney? You know, no pre-buffs, but you can load up the cannon? Is this the exploit? Is this the exploit that we've heard so much about? We see Legion here switching over to the... Varadak. Legion. Vicious. Your arc up! No! And he has the debuff. No, I think he rested, didn't he? Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh. Well, you gotta remember these things. What a Chad. What an absolute Chad. We see the Flaming Strike come out here, which is, of course, an amazing thing. But if he wins, he gets double points. Them's the rules. He won the moral victory, which is all that matters. Beans is on it. Quite sad. Had I decked it, I would have messaged him. I'm so sorry. I had the match started before it was going to go through. But it happens. Again, oh, the interrupt! No, Karen! You got this, brother! Had Legion decked it? I mean, Legion's here to win. Oh, he goes for the parry. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Vac, you got this. Come on, brother. Ah, he did not got this. Is using arc mid-fight legal? Yes. Yes, it is. There we go. Boom! And away we go. We are going to see the physics here from both of our players. We are going to see the bolt side. It's going to be halberd off sheer versus dual spears, and this is a kind of a mirror, but the difference is that one of them has considerably more damage. The play on dual spears isn't actually all that different, really. It's just that the buttons uses fewer of the buttons. That's generally the idea. Obviously, R1 into an L1 is like a good way of like gaining back priority. That is just the nature of the beast in the game. Welcome to Elden Ring. But Iseki is definitely doing a really solid job here of just staying on the periphery, not giving Legion good options to get in. I don't think anyone's taken damage so far. I do see that buff. Legion's taken a little bit of damage in that exchange there, just a smidgen. We see the jump R1 come out. Jump R1s are kind of dangerous. They have that thing called recovery. I know it's an alien concept in Elden Ring, but that does exist and it is a solid option. It can just throw people off. It's like the jump R2s as well. They can kind of very similar way. Good mounted damage. Iseki is taking a incredible amount of damage here. Force back now. The shear is definitely in the play, but Iseki is not out of it yet. Legion is doing a good job of keeping up that pressure, and that's going to be the frost proc to put him away. Oof. I'm just making sure he's not using no goods or anything like that. It might be worth talking to him about it. Now, and there we go. We are going to see both of our players here. Oops. Getting into position here, of course. Are we seeing that used again? The aromatic? Really? I'm so confused. That is going to be a ghost hit that's going to pop it, but... oh, the damage. Very, very nicely done. Good damage right off the bat. We are going to see both of our players. Oops. Force back now. Force back now once again. We are going to see that moving out. Just trying to force a little bit. Nice little bit of damage there. 1,000 damage casually. Welcome to Welcome to Elden Ring, as we are going to see now the short spears making short work of that health bar, but good damage again, and beautiful just strafing out of that, as well as we see small little bits of damage going off there, managing to get that little bit of damage. Our PSS man, yep, there you go. No spear. Oh, spear tally. Oof. It's another W for Legion. Happened. I updated the challenge and I never saved it. That was probably the funniest thing that's happened so far, as we do see both of our players here chilling in neutral. Legion, of course, with the 2 Isekai.
Who's this? Nope. Oh, we got this beautiful, dashing, handsome clown shoes wearing fellow.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I need to disable those. Either way, we are going to see both of our players here going for a nice little bit of damage. We are going to see, of course, Iseki just kind of chilling. He's going to play an awful lot more careful. He doesn't have any rounds to play around with like this. Legion is doing a really good job of just existing. There's a matchup. The matchup advantage is very clearly... Oh my god. That was some insane damage. The Frost proc comes in there to do good. Doesn't manage to get a punish in the ballast though, which is unfortunate. That's really going to be the aim. But it's not going to matter because the amount of damage that they're able to just outflow. Serious amount of damage there. Iseki put up against the wall. Force back. That's going to be Legion taking an awful lot of damage. Of course, Red Feather is banned, but Blue is not. And we are going to see it there.
Now who's this? Oh, we got this beautiful dashing,
handsome
clown
and
shoes
dashing, handsome clown shoes wearing fellow. We get indeed. Very, very well done. That's Legion taking a full set. Round 2. Oh my god. No, I didn't change that. Here, we'll get a static cam for just a second. It's of course going to be only waifu versus. Waifu. And it's Legion. There we go. Good enough. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that, folks. The admin. Last round of semis, we are of course going to have Legion, who is on the Hull Shear, versus the Sham Shear here on the side of waifu. And we are going to see some really nice damage coming in here from the side of waifu, but has a life disadvantage. The Legion of waifu is a terrifying thought, folks. Okay. And there we go. We're going to see this now. The trades coming out here. Legion is actually kind of... Oh... We do see the Frost proc here, but a little bit of damage on the board, but it does manage to get rid of it nicely. Legion taking a nice bit of damage. The Halberd Runner 1 does come out, though. The Frost is a good choice. Unfortunately, he can be rolled in on, although the Shear does kind of deal with that a little bit. The Runner 2s come out. Good spacing here on the side of waifu. I forgot my own golden rule from before. We're just going to very quickly toggle. Good spacing here, playing that really slow game. The waifu's still in it, but does manage to get interrupted. The runouts here again. And the gravity fans then to follow up is going to get hit. After this, I will reset the world flag just so players can see their ping in case they're not using. Oh! Close round. Close round. And the bolt is out. We are going to see both of our players are going to be very, very careful. That is a good point, actually. Argentina versus Brazil. I'm not sure. Oh, nice. Both of them are on one-handed shear for the time being. We do see that swap back over onto one-handed. It's actually not a bad play to go for the carry and retaliation. Not for any serious damage that it's capable of doing. The mash out there. Legion has a life advantage once again, but it's not quite as far as you might be led to believe. The two-handed shear, especially with the sacred damage on it, can do an awful lot of work. Especially now, given that Legion isn't choosing to go with that flame strike. Flame strike is the better option on Halberd, just because it stops those roll in. It's of course going to be Legion, who's going to be the Brazilian player. Only waifu's Argentinian. If I wasn't doing health bars, I'd have the little flags and stuff, but force back now once again. Actually taking an insane amount of damage. An insane amount of damage. Goes for the parry here. Not going to get it. Legion is messing around here. Messing around here. And might be put in a spot of bother if he's going to continue to meme. Oh, the roll catch! Those are pretty cute sliders. Kind of hella adorbs, bestie. For real, for real. We are going to see both of our players here taking up the very aggressive positions here. Obviously, waifu, of course, trying their best to try and, like... They play the game much slower. Legion is formidable, having experience in both DS3 and, of course, now in one of the first Elden Ring SA tourneys for PC. One of the first ones. Waifu, of course, forced back against the corner. And there you go. That's the corner pressure that, of course, you have with the off Shamshir. Having that backswing, stuff like that makes it very, very good. Getting hit there in kind of a neutral. I believe that if Legion aggresses from neutral, the shear obviously gives him that little bit. Has to be careful though now as the side of waifu. Forced up against her. They're going to weather their way back up. Managing to get that. Not able to spam their way through here though, unfortunately. It's going to have to be a shoot and scoot sort of deal. Does not punish that pivot either. Legion actually is at a life disadvantage here, but it's unclear as to how this one is going to go. You know, obviously Legion is a phenomenal player here, but this could go either way. All of these matches have been relatively close, and we're going to see those trades come out. Waifu is on the back foot. We do see the tier proc. I believe Legion's tier is also procced. We do see the swap back. Oh, trying to get that nice bit of Sacred Blade out. Doesn't manage to hit, unfortunately, and we see waifu up against the ropes here as well. Backswings, of course, managing to get those hits. Goes for a running attack here. Legion! For the first time in the tournament is going to be taken down. That's going to be only waifu. Let's get into positions. The bolt is out. We are going to see both of our players here going for their respective buffs. What was it? Oh, High Toto used to call them. The Glintstone Craps. Oh, almost managing to get that punish. Could have dead angled the halberd there to try and get the roll catch off of the crouch R1. Not quite able to do it. Force back now once again. The shear is doing some really good work. Force back now once again. Nice damage here on the side of Legion. Legion is not happy that he had that stock taken off him and is going to do the best thing. Force back now once again. We see both of our players playing it. We almost gets the pivot, but the unlock is actually going to get him caught. Legion is not playing around anymore. The space in the corner. Mayweather out here. Mayweather in the corner, just about managing to get out of that one. Oof. Uh-oh. Only waifu's gonna have to... not gonna be able to manage it. That's just unfortunate, bestie. Legion 3. Waifu 1. Oof. Siri does have life advantage. More or less it's closing rapidly here. Oh, not anymore. That's going to be the tier proc. Almost managing to get that roll catch there. Force back now is Siri. Oh, managing to get the tier proc there though. Legion just about getting out. The beautiful spacing here on the side of Siri. Legion is not out of it yet though, as we are going to see both of our players here taking this in. Are we going to see a Mayweather an attempt to strafe out of it there? Oh, the backswing. Legion, I believe, could be one shot here if he's not careful, if he doesn't get the swap off. Good rolls here coming out from Siri, and that's going to be the first time Legion manages to get. The first time Siri is going to drop in the tournament. It's going to be Legion doing it. Advantages and who doesn't, I think, is interesting. Because it can't really be gamed outside of getting a worse being perceived as a worse player, which is an interesting one. And of course, with these two having a good amount of tournament experience, ooh, the shear comes out there. Doesn't actually get in there. Almost getting that. Does manage to get that punished though, and Ciri managing to be forced out here. Slight life advantage to Ciri. She's gonna have to play this one much more carefully. Oh, getting that damage though, a clean hit. Both players here. We do see the swaps off the tallies here, and we have some really good... Oh, the jump over the bird there. Do we see a half hit? No, we don't, but we see a fail to roll. Oh, and the call out of the shear. Goes for the jump, managing to get a bit of damage. The trade. Tries to go for a strafe. Oh my god. The beautiful strafe here on the side of Ciri. This is what lower latency does look like. It's kind of the advantage to these closed tournaments as well, is that you get to see people have the ability to space the closed region. And Ciri here doing a phenomenal job here of being forced back now once again. The swap over, almost getting back swung. Oh, the corner, not able to Mayweather his way out of this one. Oof. Nicely done. Jeez, it's going to be a 1-1. On the right, health bars are correct. We are going to see the Sacred Blade. We are going to... Actually, not a bad idea here. Swapping onto Nobles for that extra little bit of range. Just a smidgen more range. It does make a little bit of a difference. And Codas, while they do have nuclear tier damage, that's going to be an interrupt in the attempted backswing there. Ciri forced back into the corner. She Mayweathers her way into the corner there, but does manage to get away with it. Of course, we are going to see a Legion here kind of chilling, going for these empty jumps. Are we going to see a call out? We do. Ciri tries to aggress, is going to get called out, but I believe that was an R1 that came out there on the side of Legion. Force back. The running L1 comes out there again. Not a bad decision. Are we going to see a whiff punish? No whiff punish restored. There is going to be an attempted punish there on the second L1. Ciri managed to get it clipped. Is she going to be able to find her way back? She's a severe life disadvantage here, but it's not over. Again, in these straight sword duels, the amount of damage that's able to be output is insane. We are going to see both of our players here. The attempted punish there on the jump attack. Legion's doing a good job of trying to bait out these attacks. We see the jump is going to be able to get a nice little bit of damage there. Ciri getting a hit in of her own. Forced now back up against a wall now, but Legion giving himself a little bit of a reprieve definitely is one of the plays. Ciri here being much more careful. We see the backswing come out. What Legion is doing here is being really good with those, being patient on those backswings, only going for them when he knows Ciri's kind of overextending and going for those bits of aggression. Nice showing, but is going to be punished. We see the mash here on the side of Ciri. The mash into it though. We are going to see the fists. This is nasty. The backswing and the punish! And that's going to be Legion taking the second stock here. LA. Both of our players here going for the respective buffs. We are going to see the attempt. Interesting. Goes for a JL1. Force back now once again. Just a nice... This is going to be... PSSS versus PSSS is going to be a very slow mirror. But just the damage involved goes for the trade. Ciri gets out the worst of it, though, only getting a half hit for Legion's full hit. We do see a swap over, though. Legion, of course, is going to be playing this very careful game, trying to force overextensions here on the side of Ciri. Speaking of overextensions, you know, Legion himself making a massive blunder there, getting the half hit there, Hungura. Oh, the overextension again. Ciri's getting greedy and being punished for it. Jumps come out here. Goes for another jump once again. Oh! Hitbox. Porn comes out there, and that's Ciri going to be quite low. Tries to force Legion on the back foot. She has to keep that aggression. That's going to be another half hit there again. I don't think that was a full hit. We're going to see this very, very careful dance here in neutral. Ciri gets spooked here. Does not want to get called out by that hit. Force back now once again. The trade! Not for Ciri! And that's going to be Legion 3-1. The flag, the standard comes out on the bolt, and we are going to see some glintstone scraps coming out here right off the bat. Ciri playing it much more safe. We'll see now if she has a... Oh, called out there by the crouch attack there on the straight sword, which of course comes out lightning fast. We're seeing the punish, not going for a backswing though, as we do see the trades coming out. Both sides relatively even. Legion forced back now is going to be clipped. Ciri now has taken a nice lead. Nice, very, very slight lead here by about 200 damage. Is going to eat that full JL1. Both sides are doing it. Oh no, caught in the corner! And the backswing! The goat. Ale. And we see the frostpot coming out here from right off the bat. We're going to see some attempted punishes strafing these here as well. Ciri, this is the first time Ciri's lost a stock all tournament. Oh, Legion tried to do a run out there, and that did not go his way. Both sides are a little bit of a life advantage here on the side of Ciri, slowly but surely. Another straight up. Ciri has the spacing down. There's no messing around now. Beautiful spaces coming out here. Good punishing of aggression. Ciri taking that up there. Oh, the sword dance comes out. Are we going to see it? We don't see it. She's learning. Oh, and the sword dance follow up again on that attempted punish once again. Both sides goes for another sword dance. Is going to eat a little bit of damage for trouble, but she has the lead. Not anymore, she doesn't. As Legion forces that damage on a comeback. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Here, and that is going to be it. Both players here going for their respective buffs. Are we going to see an attempted punish? Overshot that, the bit of a high ball, Forced back now. Both of our players here keeping it really, really chill. Legion here going for a jump. Ciri here forcing center. Legion is forcing center, sorry. Nice little bit of damage right off the bat. Ciri taking those L1s. Has to be very careful. The sword dance comes out. Are we going to see the backswing? The backswing does not come through. Good rolls though coming out in Ciri. She cannot afford to mess around now though. Oh, goes for that attempt. Ciri's at just over half HP if we include tier. Legion of course has only taken one. Ciri has to be played this very carefully. Tries to go for the roll catch there. Legion of course holding center. Holding his own, not center. He's back in the against the corner. Ciri's literally just going for a shoot for the old shoot and scoot, playing a very, very careful game here. She's good reactions. She's going to be able to do it. We are going to see Legion here pushed into the corner, giving Ciri's holding out space there for those jumps. But Ciri's has that. We see both sides jumping past one another. Could have gone for a backswing there. No, the trade comes out. Good rolls here on the side of Legion. Oh, beautiful amount of damage there. The sword dance comes out. Knows now she doesn't have priority in that situation there. Is going to roll out. Both sides are very, very low here. This is Yes, Blessed Do is banned. And we're going to see both of our players here playing a very careful game. Legion has a good lead. Could be. On the sword dance! I believe that's both tiers now successfully procced here. Ciri has to be careful. Both sides are going to have the blue feather up. Ciri going to be anti-aired on death's door. Oh, and that's going to be Legion taking it, and the dab goes out. Legion takes the tournament. A reverse. Finally, Legion gets vengeance on the tournament last time, on Shield Poke's tournament.